You did it. You brought the evil out of me. An American soldier. A warrior. You will feel my wrath and you will regret disrespecting an American soldier. The lion has awoken. It has to be ironic, right? Had two really bad scares with people like this. One time a dude stuck his hand through my slightly ajar window and quick pulled it back when I crushed his hand in it. Had the nerve to pound on my door and I'd swear he grew wings and flew off my porch once he saw the black of my rifle. I grab roaches by hand, so I wouldn't be just telling people that. Cool, you may speak to people like this on the internet, but I guarantee you've never ran into a person like me in real life. I don't let rude people go. I react immediately. That usually shuts people like you up because you didn't expect the person you were bullying to stand up for themselves. I can only hope you meet someone like me someday so you can awkwardly try to stutter an excuse as I walk up to you and the coward you are becomes apparent. I can react more quickly on the brake and throttle than 1-foot drivers. I'm also not dumb enough to get the pedals confused. Also, everyone used to drive 2 feet, then most cars had clutches, so it's not a new concept and it's not hard to learn. Your first mistake was thinking I was one of the sheep. What do these even mean? Who are you talking to? 15-year-old daughter has a friend over and suddenly 13-year-old son wants to walk around curling dumbbells. Doesn't stop there either, folks. Suddenly he became a late-night cook and made ramen for everybody. With eggs. So, at 13 I was working every summer, between 2 farmers baling hay 80 hours a week and stronger than most men. Lugging and tossing 75-pound bales of hay do that to you. I didn't lift until I was 21 and tossed them. Hard work builds strength and morals. JJS. I don't know what that means. Men were born to fight. Every single man fights. He wants to fight. He trains to fight. And he stays awake at night praying for the day he gets to enter the cage and try his very best to hurt somebody. The males who don't feel this warrior urge simply are not men. From this point on, I plan to treat people exactly how they treat me. Some will be glad. Others should be scared. Stitch from the Disney film Lilo and Stitch. Yes, I do have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi. At that point, breaking his legs and leaving him in the woods is probably the best option for everyone involved. I don't understand why this isn't what people do. If the law says someone can't be removed from my property, then goddammit, someone's getting hurt. F*** 'em. Edit. Y'all pussies, lol. Never would I let someone disrespect myself or my property without some type of retaliation. Taking the high road, they had their chance to leave and the law failed to remove them. It's my turn then. r/Iamverybadass. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten in shovel distance of him to begin with, but okay. I thought I was far enough, but he kept moving around, though of just walking to the next stop, but knowing my luck I'd miss the bus on the way to the stop, lol. I'm extremely aggressive and weirdos fear me. I would have started cleaning my 22 or picking my nails with my very big knife, then add some random phrase. Guess we all out here today. People used to try me on the bus all the time. Loved it. Freaking yes. I love it, lol. A hunger strike would do these folks some good. Incel alert. Wild. I'm laying in bed with a single mother passed out on my chest right now. Got laid an hour ago and this is hilarious. But go off. Also in the morning, I'm eating all her kids' fruit snacks. Damn, Cyrus, ain't you a badass? I'd flex, but I like this shirt. I mean, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Come, child. Shall we take a stroll through your comments to me in multiple subreddits with post over 6 months old? Well, here I am, child. You rattled the cave walls and now the juggernaut stands before you and all I see is a child pissing itself. Is this all you have, child? Simple words? Bad man says mean words? Shall we turn on the nightlight for you and read you a bedtime story? You are merely stroking my arrogant ego and providing a mere amusement to me, but you are beginning to bore me. Is this all you are? Just the reply, child? Shall we dance around for all eternity of you always responding to anything I say with simpleton words of a child? Say something impressive, child. You have the entire world's wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Impress me or go back to hiding under your covers. You're like a grown-ass man. Do you have anything better to do than write paragraphs to what is presumably a fucking child on Reddit? Get a life, dude. Buy one, get one free. These hands. I'm alright. I could take every single person there in a fight all at once. I'm sure you could. Weakness disgusts me. I get on average 4 hours or less sleep a night, sans weekends, and can function at all full capacity for work and after. I'm sorry, I lost it at sans. I fought a guy who looked like the Hulk once, and then another guy who looked like the Punisher, both trained killers, and I'm the winner. I bet on me. What are you even talking about? I'm armed, so I have no fear. And when you forget your gun or step out quickly without it, of course the fear comes back. I never leave the house without my gun. Why would I? Only stupid weak people don't protect themselves. Do you mow your lawn armed? How about if you've forgotten something in your car and you run out to get it? Weak, stupid people leave themselves vulnerable. I'm not weak or stupid. I also have both types of tasers and a kitty stabber on my keychain. I'm always aware of my surroundings. Don't be a victim. r/Iamverybadass. I actually am. You unfortunately are not. Oh, is this a woman the whole time? I've just been doing a Southern man? I don't give a shit enough to go back. I set his own account on video, moron. I responded to someone adding context about what led up to the shots being fired. Reddit is probably older than you and you still haven't figured out how contextual threads work? For f***'s sake. He doesn't mention getting beat or having broken bones. Keep up, little boy. I didn't get a vasectomy so I could hold your hand. Also, every single instance of self-defense negates these laws. I wonder what it's like to talk big shit online but not have one violent charge on your record. Sounds like domesticated to me. I'm not scared of Vader. I'll hit him with a 50 cal and that'll be the end of it. None of these slow-ass blaster guns where the beam travels slower than a paintball. See him move fast enough to dodge 2700 FPS. His body would have to break the speed of sound to move out of the way. 50 cals aren't in Star Wars, you fucking moron. The world. Who's your favorite character? Me. That one. But they're the villain. Yup. Are you going to argue that they're misunderstood? Nope, they're actually quite evil, and psychotic, and murderous. They remind me of myself. Right. Ring the freaking doorbell once. How about ring the doorbell once? It's a ring, so you only press once. Ring the bell once, so I know package was delivered. You're on several cameras anyways, and I do report sloppy deliveries to Amazon. Oh, that shit's getting hit for no less than 20 times. Then 2 more. Basically, if they come to the door, I'll maintain eye contact and continue to ring the bell. Actually, I'm not stopping hitting the doorbell until I witness this douche physically taking the package inside. Want to be passive-aggressive keyboard warrior? Good. Now you're going to get forced to lip off to the Amazon delivery guy with a crooked nose and cauliflowered ears. They don't. They never do. Actual fighters don't talk like this. Any fight that ends without anyone seriously injured is the best kind of fight. Belittling people for realizing they are in over their head isn't manly, it's childish. This is such bullshit, and I'm seeing it constantly regurgitated on Reddit to make you feel better. A real fighter is going to take his heart out until the end, not when they get a little uncomfortable. Nah, that's not the HEMA instructor's worst nightmare. I'm the HEMA instructor's worst nightmare, because I'd be saying I want to learn them all. If you can't pick up any weapon and use it effectively, are you even a warrior? I've trained with sabers, daggers, long swords, short swords, katanas, odachi, rapier, etc. I want to be able to see a weapon and immediately know how I will use it to defeat an opponent. The only problem is I wouldn't be good for HEMA. HEMA really isn't true sword fighting. It's reenactment fighting. A lot of the styles are built from manuals, but you can't react the way you would react in a battle. You would end up maiming or worse, killing your opponent. I've sparred with my buddies far too often with real sharpened swords, and that recreation is too ingrained into my body. Oh, my sweet summer child. It's another whole paragraph of someone talking to a kid or something. I don't know. You're here because you've nothing better to do. Right. I'm here because there's nothing I'd do better. Alright, okay. Despite all these losing arguments, failed attempts at trying to get under my skin, you still keep coming back. That's how I get you. You sitting here alone thinking you've won for a very peculiar reason. Meanwhile, I am absolutely loving every minute of it. Now, the only way to win would be to leave, but by leaving you lose as well. You see, I don't actually care about anything besides seeing how people's minds work and what makes them tick. Everything is an experiment to me, even my own actions. When I'm bored, I leave. When I'm not, I continue to siphon whatever I can. How'd you like that? I do creative writing on the side, but I don't really show many people. I can tell you're not showing that right now at all. You just look like an idiot. Living rent-free in this sweet summer child's mind. Nutshoot proceeds to hit him in the balls in self-defense when it is really me not liking to have someone in my face. Blank reply. Nope, pretty much any reaction I have when someone comes in my face. I don't know why, but having stuff in my face is just uncomfortable. And apparently it's my only reaction to having someone in my face like that, and I realize now that one day I'll go to prison for it. F it. I wish I remotely knew what that guy was talking about. I hit on a girl with a BF today cause I phone Hiva shit. BF. Hey, why you hitting with my GF? Me. Hey, you know what else I'm a hit on? BF. What? Me. Your mom. Oh, so fucking sick, dude. I'd love to see some of you angry-ass dudes in person. I'd make you whimper like a little child. Keep talking the big talk, though. It'll come back to bite you. How big of a nerd are you, 1 to 10? Do I look a nerd? Nerds don't party or drink, dip, vape, or drift, fish mud, or lose their virginity. Let's be clear here. Regardless of being drafted or volunteer, Ukrainian are some of the toughest folks I've ever met. If I didn't have a wife and children, I would have gone over to the pond to give my life in the fight for their freedom in a nanosecond. The old, I would have helped out, but insert justification to not participate. You can donate. Right now, drones are the things they need. I don't know if you have already sent donations, but if you have, then you are helping them fight for their freedom. Might take 3 nanoseconds, though. Can hardly be concerned. I lean on Jesus. They can do their best to welcome Satan and will perish for their ambition. This is satire, right? No, it's not, but since you want to be a penis wrinkle, I'll let you know how easily it'd be for me to hurt you badly. Go f*** off. Lol, man, you definitely need Jesus. My rights don't end where your feelings begin. Will Smith needs to get checked. I dare him to ever lay a finger on me. Most people only idolize these celebs because of the look they supposedly stand for. It's going to be a bad look for Will Smith when I'm standing over his prostrate form. No offense, man, but I doubt you will ever be in a position for Will Smith to lay a hand on you. r/Iamverybadass. Badass gas station cup to let everyone know you're not to be with. Now I lay me down to sleep beside my bed, a gun I keep, and when I wake and you're inside, the coroner's van will be your last ride. Got my car 1223, sitting at Texas Roadhouse waiting for our table, and an idiot hit me turning in. I jumped out and jumped his butt. He was mad I was calling the police. Sorry, I'm following protocol and doing things the right way. He said I don't need to cuss so much, and I scared him so bad he peed his pants. The police officer just looked at him like, what the f***? Anyway, he couldn't finish his insurance card and has to come back 2 hours away Monday. I told him it's a brand new effing car and I'll say whatever the F I want to say because he's an effing idiot. He tried blaming the sun. I told him the sun was behind him. Anyway, I've never made a male so scared they peed before, so there's that. Entire bumper will have to be replaced. I'm like, you hit me and sitting here telling me I can't cuss? Okay, dude. And everyone clapped. Cops. I'm 12 Jedis old. Grown man says he would purposely hit a child's glove in a rec league baseball game. That catcher is an easy target for catcher's interference. Has no clue how to hold his arm back. I would purposely try to hit his glove with every swing when at bat. Well, that's messed up. Why don't you come to Indiana and say it to my face, pussy? I will literally lick you right in your mouth and you will do nothing about it. Because you're a pussy and you'll enjoy the way my tongue tastes. QED, you can lick my butthole. Hey, what you just said is worrisome. Sounds like you've been on the internet a little too long. Why don't you take a walk? The comments section will still be here after you've had time to calm down. 82nd ABN veteran, 3rd Brigade, 1st Battalion, 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment, PIR. This guy was nice to say the least. With today's mentality and lack of morality, things would have been much different on my end, to say the least. And to let that guy go? No. Squealing like a stuck pig or not, that arm would have been broken along with all his cod-playing fingers one by one. And then smashed on the concrete underneath my foot so that he'll always remember that day. The day he should have just stayed home playing his video games instead of trying to be this little punk-ass piece of shit. I can't stand a sorry-ass criminal, let alone one of this piece of shit's lack of everything. I always get the sense when I'm on the highway, like why everyone trying to f me or get so aggressive. I forget that I drive a flashy car that intimidates people on the road and make people act stupid sometimes. I just am used to my car and ordinarily drive it normally like any other car, unless I really got a good reason not to. Then I remember I ain't gotta deal with you. Okay. Nobody needs an AR-15. Nobody needs a whiny little bitch either, yet here you are. I'm the infidel Allah warned you about. This is f***ing cringe.